Like a painting. Hi, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to teach you how to create this Flemish Baroque still life painting inspired arrangement. So let's get started. So I have here a really beautiful bronze urn with these nice handles. And all I've done was just green in lightly with some sort of fall viburnum. I wanted kind of a dark bronzy foliage, but also have a little bit of green in it. So I just kind of envision a lush Dutch Flemish still life painting type of an arrangement with rich jewel tone colors and fruits. So let's just play. What I have here mainly are an assortment of roses. The roses are kind of in an analogous color scheme. It all started because I saw a bunch of these amazing Tess roses at the flower market. This is actually a David Austin rose that's been grown commercially. This is a variety called Tess in this dark burgundy, but it has the flower shape of an English style rose with the rosette center and the large, almost peony-like flower. So that's the inspiration. And then I just went for other flowers in reds and pinks. So I have these bright red Panther roses, which I love. It has sort of velvety red petals with a little bit of pink stripes in it. It makes it look luminous. These amazing candy expression roses, which is sort of a deep salmony pink. Another large garden style rose. And a new rose for me called Bogart, which I kind of like because I love roses that have these different colors. They look almost luminous when they're kind of darker on the outside and lighter on the inside like this. So this is what I've chosen for the roses. I also have some beautiful eggplant and purple anemones. Look at these, they're huge. And for an accent flower, I have some magenta burgundy snapdragons and some small red spray roses. In addition to that, I'm going to use some artificial stems of pomegranate that I bought on Amazon. Now, I bought several pomegranate stems from Amazon, and these are the most realistic looking, so I kept this, and I think this will be fun to use in lots of different arrangements. Some faux grapes I also bought on Amazon, and this is a material that I just started using this year that I love. This is a bronzed fall berries from the crepe myrtle. There are lots of crepe myrtles. Some of them turn beautiful red during the fall. Some don't turn much at all, and the leaves just fall off. And then this one has this chocolate brown foliage with chocolate brown berries. So as you can see, we're going to use these beautiful flowers, and they're all in the rich jewel tones. So I'm going to start with setting the lines with the pomegranates. I've pre-cut these, one a little taller, one a little shorter. We're just going to do sort of a crescent-shaped arrangement, but with a concentration of flowers in the center. And then we're going to set our line on the left here with this tall stem of pomegranate. And this shorter line here with this shorter stem of pomegranate. So this is what we have with our crescent. And usually when I do a crescent-shaped arrangement like this, I try to keep the two main stems on a different plane so it doesn't look flat. Does that make sense? This is further back, this is farther forward. I don't know if it shows up in the video, but you don't want it on the same plane because it looks too flat. And the wonderful thing about faux materials is you can kind of bend it and massage it to however shape you want, right? So that's our main lines. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in the roses. So the star of this arrangement are these beautiful Tess roses. So I'm going to feature them in the very middle of the arrangement. And I'm going to kind of cluster it. I'm so excited to see these roses. I've been wanting to buy this rose to grow in the garden because I wanted some dramatic colors in the garden because so many of my flowers are like pinks and pastels and peaches, which I love, but occasionally I would like to have like a darker red rose. And it's hard to find one in a red rose, an English style red rose. As you know, I grow mostly David Austin roses because I just love how romantic they look. So I might buy a Tess rose bush this year. I just don't have any space to add more roses. But hey, I might have to shovel prune something that's not as exciting. So we're just adding the roses kind of in a cluster here. It's pretty simple to do. And then I'm going to stop. I'm going to show you what I have right now. And then we're going to add in some of the other flowers. I'm going to almost forgot about the anemones. Anemones are one of my favorite flowers. And this rich purple, I think, would be very pretty in here with the reds. Okay, this is what we have right now. Then I'm going to add in the grapes before I run out of space. The grapes are artificial grapes in a variety of burgundy and sort of almost black. And I just have them wired onto a wooden pick. And that's how we add in fruits. I'm going to add in the largest, heaviest cluster at the base here, right here. And then the other two we're going to add near it. See, I have it cascading down in the same area. I think it's more sophisticated added that way than to have like 3 grapes kind of cascading all around here. It doesn't make sense. I like it how it just kind of cascades sort of in an S curve down the center. And then I'm going to add these beautiful magenta snapdragons. Really love snapdragons because they're pretty long lasting and they provide that spiky texture sometimes that you need in an arrangement. The way I'm going to use a snapdragon is just sort of to echo the lines of the pomegranate. Okay, we're mostly done. I'm going to turn it around to show you how that adds a lot of drama. And then we have these beautiful chocolate berries. I think we'll add some texture. And another thing I love about the crepe myrtle is it's in these beautiful shapes. Let me see if I can separate it so I can show you. See how the shapes are beautiful on the crepe myrtle? I can almost see this like in an ikebana arrangement, right? Very beautiful. Okay, I'm going to add this in for extra texture. I'm going to kind of add it in the back and have it kind of peeking through. You see how that fills it in a little bit? Okay. This stem is so beautiful. I really want to use it. I'm trying to think which one would work best. They do tangle with each other a little bit. This one, I think, will echo our pomegranate best. See how in a crescent, you don't want to just one line. If I just use the snaps or just use the pomegranate, it's not as effective. But having different lines to create that crescent, it doesn't have to be a perfect crescent. I kind of like it looser and more organic looking. And how over here I'm using some more of these berries to kind of reinforce this crescent, but I don't need it to come totally out that way. Adding a little here creates depth and interest in your arrangement. I always want to let you know my thinking process, why I put something where, and hope that helps in your design work. Okay. All right, I'm going to step back a second and see if we need anything. I think we're pretty good. Don't think I need any more of these berries. I think I'll save this stem to use in more of like an ikebana style arrangement where we can really appreciate the beautiful lines of this branch. And then I'm just going to fill in a little bit with these little spray roses because I feel like we need a little airiness in this arrangement. Not much. I kind of like how it's really clustered and almost overfull in the middle of the arrangement. Sometimes good design is just about not being afraid to commit, right? If you want something really over the top and really rich and decadent looking, just go for it. Just adding a little bit of the rose here and there so you can see some of the buds peeking through. I'm not going to add much to it. And then let's take a look at our arrangement. If we're missing anything in the front, I think it looks pretty good. Doesn't this look like one of those still life paintings you see in the museum with the fruits, the ultra realistic arrangements? Since I have these two roses that I'm not going to be using in the front, I'm going to go ahead and put in the back. The back of the arrangement seems a little sparse to me. No one's going to see the back, I know, but hey, I've got the roses, right? Might as well just put it back here. Okay. So this turned out exactly like I planned, kind of like a painting from a museum. And that's the inspiration. Fruits and flowers in this gorgeous, decadent color palette. I really love this. I'm going to enjoy this week in my home. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this arrangement and learn something. As always, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you like this arrangement, and I will see you in my next video.